West Wales. With a compelling combination of lush hills and valleys and a glorious sweeping coastline. But it's not just the sea and mountain air that will help you sleep at night. If you're planning to escape here, a move to this part of the world should deliver more property for your hard-earned pennies.
And there's space too. Plenty of it. In fact, on average, 86% fewer people live per square kilometre here than they do across the border in England. And now, of course, given the greater freedom that many of us have to work from home, much of that space is being snapped up by eager house buyers almost as soon as it comes on the market. But with views like that on offer, who could blame them?
Today we're exploring the West Wales counties of Ceredigion and Carmarthenshire. Right at the edge of the country, make no mistake, this really is a rural region.
Dwi'n credu bod e'n ffantastig I byw yng nghefn gwlad, enwedig yn gorllewin Cymru. Mae gyda chi'r gwyrddni, y mynyddoedd a hefyd yr arfordir. Felly ni'n credu bod ni'n ffodus iawn I byw yma.
There's so many nice people around. There's not much drama around here. It's just, it's very homely around here.
A livelier pace can be found in pretty coastal towns like Aberystwyth, or Aber as the locals affectionately call it, which is home to 18,000 people. But with no cities or motorways, compared to where today's buyers live, this region really will feel like the end of the road.
So we're in the garden at the moment.
And there is the A1.
Sarah, who runs her own recruitment business, and her husband Barry, a recently retired ambulance technician, live in this 300-year-old converted coaching inn in Cambridgeshire, 6 metres away from the A1.
This is what we have to put up with on a daily basis. So if you could find us something nice so we can escape to the country, that would be great, thank you.
Thank you! So, when the lockdown first occurred, there were probably about 2 weeks when nobody went out at all and it was dead quiet. And you can hear the birds singing.
That was great.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
And it kind of made us realise that, actually, we like a bit of peace and quiet.
They also want more time for their hobbies, which for Sarah includes giving old furniture a new lease of life.
That was from a skip that I found and upcycled, and this one I've upcycled, and I got this one out of the tip for a £5.
And they have bright and bold tastes when it comes to home decor.
We don't really have an interior style. It's whatever colour or pattern takes our fancy at the time, and if it clashes, it's definitely not designer.
Definitely not designer.
It's basically not a style.
Was it Lawrence and Bowen?
More like Jim Bowen.
Jim Bowen.
Sarah and Barry are after a detached character home with a minimum of 3 bedrooms, a large open-plan kitchen diner and at least an acre of land. The property should also have income potential, either an existing holiday let or the ability to create one. They could push the budget up to £425,000, but are hoping that £375,000 will find them what they're looking for in the beautiful West Wales countryside.
Now there's a view. That's the gorgeous thing about this part of the world. Wherever you go, there is a view to behold. You're spoilt for choice. No wonder Barry and Sarah want to move here. And compared to the view they're used to, I'm amazed they haven't wanted to move sooner, frankly. I am on my way to find them, to learn a little more about what they're after before whisking them off to our first property. Welcome to Escape to the Country. Welcome to a glorious sunny day here in West Wales. But I'm curious as to how much you really know about Wales.
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. So come on, Barry, when were you last here?
The last time I was here, I was a spotty, horrible teenager, and that was in 1988.
What about for you, sir?
I've never been to Wales.
You've never been.
No.
So you have literally thrown all the cards up in the air.
Absolutely.
Now, I'm interested, though, because ordinarily, I'd have thought it would be quite difficult to sell your property to make this move, but you've managed to do it.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
It reminds us all just how febrile the market is at the moment.
Absolutely.
And I suspect if you do find something this week, you're going to have to move fairly quickly to secure it.
If we see something, we will offer this week. We're ready to go.
Let's go and see what we can find you. Come on.
Okay.
Let's go. It's a lovely day.
Our West Wales adventure begins in the county of Ceredigion, in the village of Cribin, 4 miles west of the university town of Lampeter. Catering to its student body and locals, this small town has a strong sporting community, with clubs for everything from rugby to running, football and fencing. There's a good range of shops and a few primary schools. Just a 10-minute drive from all that Lampeter has to offer, we find our first property.
Now it starts. Here we are.
Yeah.
Property number 1. What do you think of that?
Love it.
First impression, it's
Yeah.
very pretty.
It's really pretty, yeah.
It's got this lovely elevated position,
Yeah.
south-facing, with views across the Tybee
Beautiful.
Valley there.
Amazing view.
That's important.
You walked us up here and turned around and it was like, oh yeah, okay.
Good. Happy we came to this one first?
Absolutely, yeah.
Right, let's see what you think of it inside. Come and have a look. Follow me.
Built in the 1890s, this Victorian farmhouse has been lovingly refurbished by the present owners, who also turned the single-storey side extension into a one-bed holiday let. More of that later. But we're starting our tour in the main house.
Come on in then.
Love it.
Yeah?
Wasn't
Great.
expecting this.
I bet you would.
No.
I thought it was going to be a pokey little, like, couple of little rooms really
Yeah.
crammed in.
I love the stairs.
This is
Yeah.
definitely
I really like that.
a feature,
Yeah.
isn't it?
And
That's-
I like the fact that you've got the beam still.
Yeah, and the tongue and groove panelling there on the wall, again, classic for this period of building here in this part of the world.
Well, I'm in. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Still in. Yeah.
you certainly
Yeah.
are, but we're not right in. Come on, follow me.
All right.
Now, you probably weren't expecting to see a kitchen quite like this either.
No.
No, I like it. This is perfect size, isn't it?
I'd imagine we'd probably just shut the doors and stay in here. And if it's a nice day, we'd open those. That would kind of be it.
Yeah. But it's perfect because I can be over there cooking and Barry can be over here washing up.
Is that how it's going to work? Is it? All right. That's what we told.
You see the stuff that comes out on these house tours.
Right, where's the dishwasher going?
I think you're it, mate.
Barry will be glad to know that there's more than enough space for a dishwasher in the utility room next door. I'm leaving them to explore upstairs on their own, where they'll find 3 bedrooms.
This is lovely, isn't it? I like the fireplace. Get that going in the winter.
Well, that's a nice little fire hazard. I mean feature.
Really like it.
Oh, what's this?
This is my dressing room, darling.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, hello.
Oh. This is...
Oh, yes. Right. Here I am, having a bath. La 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 la.
Straight across the valley.
I can see sheep.
Main house done. Time now to check out the holiday let next door. It can be accessed from inside the house, but also has its own separate entrance.
So, it leads through into this. You've got the kitchen area, again, really nicely appointed, and double bed through there with access out to the garden as well.
This is perfect.
As a holiday let, the current owners have run it really successfully in the
Okay.
past.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And they were charging £75 a night, and it was as full as they wanted it to be.
Really?
It's the sort of thing that if I wanted to holiday here, I'd love something like this.
Well, Sarah and Barry are making all the right noises. All that's left to show them is the outside space. There's about an acre of land here, split into several different areas with various places to sit, including a lovely raised deck that makes the most of those views over the valley. There's also a summer house and a double garage.
Let's have a think about then what you think this might be on the market for.
I'm going to go 395,000.
I was going to go a little bit lower, maybe £385,000.
It is on the market for offers over £400,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say, really. You've listened to what we've asked and you've delivered.
Gone out and found it, yeah.
This is
Hole in one. First property. Excellent.
Ready to move straight into, this Victorian farmhouse has a large open-plan reception room, a bright kitchen diner, 3 bedrooms and an attached annex, all wrapped up in an acre of land.
This is my first trip to Wales and my first property that I've looked at, and it's surpassed all of my expectations.
I've got a good feeling about this house. The only thing I might want to change it's the land. There's lots of different areas that are laid out ideally suited for humans, perhaps more than dogs.
OK, that's one done. Plenty more to see.
Yeah.
Let's show off the rest of this glorious part of the world. Come on.
Okay.
Llandalo, in the heart of Carmarthenshire's Towy Valley. To help Sarah and Barry get better acquainted with what's available in the region, we thought this picturesque market town would be a great starting point. The train station here is on the Heart of Wales line, a spectacular rural railway that runs between Swansea in the south and Shrewsbury in the north. The routes aren't fast, but they're certainly scenic. By car, you can reach the M4 in just under half an hour. Swansea is a 40-minute drive, Carmarthen 25 minutes, and it's about an hour and a quarter to Cardiff. Previously voted as the best place to live in Wales, one of the first things that strikes you are its winding, colourful streets.
Llandalo has a lot of really nice shops, nice restaurants and places to eat. There's lovely bars and things.
It's this abundance of independent shops, galleries and eateries that makes Llandalo a highly regarded shopping destination. And Sarah might be interested to know that Ben, the owner of this home interiors boutique, encourages local residents to upcycle their old furniture by holding workshops at the rear of the store. And when a pit stop is needed, there are options galore, including this tea room, which serves up handmade chocolates, cakes and ice creams to the hungry hordes.
We've got to move here.
Yeah, we'll just come
To
to
be
this
near
town.
this.
Yeah.
And you're going to be our new best friend
It's a
ever.
no-brainer.
It's a complete change that Sarah and Barry are after with their move to West Wales, but if they are going to move here, they have to find a house. Staying in Carmarthenshire, just over 10 miles from Llandalo, our next property destination is Ryd Cymerai. Sitting on a quiet village lane, the house we're here to see is a very different proposition to the one we saw this morning.
All will be revealed more around the back, but initial first
I like the
impression?
look of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Originally built as a modest 2-up, 2-down in the early 1900s, the property has been owned by the same family since the 1970s.
It does require, I would suggest, a fair bit of creative TLC.
Okay.
However, it comes with just over 3 acres of land. Now, some of it is this side of the brook,
Okay.
and it stretches off up there that
Yeah.
follows the road, but the bulk of it is there.
Okay.
Okay, much overgrown. It's an interesting one, this. It has in the past had outline planning granted
Okay.
for a building plot just over there.
Okay.
It's a big idea, this.
Yeah.
Very different to property one, which was done and all ready to go.
Ready to go.
So, is this too much of a
No.
bite to take?
No, I think I really like the idea
like
of this
the
one.
idea,
Yeah.
Well, they're not put off by the work that needs to be done outside, but I do wonder if they'll feel the same about the inside.
Come in. So, what do we think then?
Reminds me of my childhood home. I like it.
I have to say, it is all in very, very
It's
good
nice.
order.
Wow.
I really like the fireplace as well.
As is typical of these old farmhouses, on the other side of the hallway there's a slightly smaller reception used as a dining room.
But then, of course, they added the extension, and knocking through to it is what they've done in achieving this extra space.
Oh,
You've got
lovely.
another burner
Yeah.
there, which would also potentially do your hot water as well. You can
Yeah.
see it's plumbed in with a back boiler. But that is the kitchen.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it. So I think we're all thinking the same thing, which is to knock the wall out and
Yeah.
Bring it in.
bring it in, and then
Diner. Yeah.
make it flow through to the conservatory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's really just decor, because if it was decorated more modern and we didn't like it, we'd still have to decorate it. So
Yeah,
it doesn't
so it really
matter,
doesn't matter.
what era it's decorated
Absolutely.
from. So,
That is a fair way of
yeah.
looking at it. I love your enthusiasm. I genuinely do, because I was quite anxious about this one.
Okay.
But you are really going with
You've
it.
done well, I like it.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, after that hugely positive reception, I'm sending Sarah and Barry off to have a nose around upstairs on their own.
Wow, I am genuinely relieved. Not surprised, but relieved. And it's always a pleasure when you take on a property like this, which clearly does need some work. It wouldn't be for everybody, but you find the right buyers who want it. And fundamentally, let's face it, that's what property selling is all about. You just need the right person to walk through the door. And maybe today, well, they're it.
It's okay. Get your double bed in, okay? It reminds me of my childhood home very much. Same colour.
This is odd, isn't it?
Unusual little space.
Don't really know what it's for.
That's my library.
Ah.
All the bookcases there and my reading chair there. Sit on the windowsill and look at the view.
There's another double bedroom arranged as a study at the front of the house, plus a third good-sized double and a separate shower room at the back. The property has been on the market for just 1 week, and the agent doesn't expect it to hang around because of its prime location near to Breckford Forest. Hugely popular with mountain bikers, horse riders and hikers, Sarah and Barry would have a steady stream of holiday makers looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads.
Well done, you found me. A bit of woodland navigation for you. Well, there you go. You get to see a little bit more of what this plot may offer you. But let's not kid around. This is a really ambitious project.
Well,
Definitely.
We've got ambition.
We can do that.
Good.
Yeah.
So let's have a think about what this might be on the market for, madam.
I'm just going to go finger in the air at 380.
Yep.
I'm going to have a stab in the dark at about £320,000.
£320,000.
Quite a big difference,
It's quite a
isn't
big
it?
difference.
Yeah, well, yeah. What's 60,000 between friends?
Yeah.
One of you is madly out.
Okay.
Ah.
It is you, sir.
I'm good.
Because your wife was spot on.
Oh.
Oh, well.
Yes. On the market for offers in the region of
Yeah.
£380,000.
Yeah, it's really
Very
exciting.
tempting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I quite fancy myself as a bit of a holiday businesswoman.
There you go.
Yeah.
This detached cottage has 3 reception rooms, 3 good-sized double bedrooms and just over 3 acres of land. If Sarah and Barry want to upscale their holiday-let ambitions, there's potential with a capital P here.
This would be a really exciting project.
Yeah, I'd like this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's something about this that's like, go on,
Yeah.
give it a go.
And it'd be lovely to look back at what you've achieved when you've got it to the point where you want it. I think that would be a really good moment for us to look back and go, yeah, we did this.
That's it for our house tours today.
Okay.
But before it gets dark, I thought we might try and find a drink somewhere
Okay.
and learn a bit of Welsh.
Okay.
How about that? With an old friend of mine.
Great.
Come on.
Oh, dear. This can't end well.
West Wales has some of the highest numbers of Welsh speakers in the country. It's only right then, you might say, that if you move to the area, you make an effort to learn the language. My good friend, proud Welshman and 5th generation farmer Owen Jones has been trying to teach me with varying degrees of success for the best part of 2 decades. He's kindly agreed to run Sarah and Barry through some of the basics, and we've come to the coastal town of Aberyron to meet him.
Hello, mate. Good to see you again. Let's just talk about some of the key things that might be useful. I mean, clearly, hello and goodbye.
So, hello, shut mai.
Right.
Should my?
It's a shut mai, so how are you? But it's only 2 words in Welsh. And hwyl fawr is goodbye, so yeah.
Very well.
Hwyl
Hwyl fawr.
Hwyl fawr.
Hwyl fawr.
Hwyl fawr.
Hwyl fawr.
Thank you, which is obviously an important word.
Diolch yn fawr.
Yeah.
Yes, you should know. You've been
been here long enough,
here long enough. Or diolch. You don't have to say the yn fawr. Diolch is enough.
Go on, try it. Try diolch.
Diolch. Diolch.
Diolch, that's it. Very
Diolch.
good.
It is one to get your tongue around,
Yeah.
isn't it, diolch?
Yeah.
The L to the CH doesn't come
Yeah.
naturally.
And it is worth knowing what some of the road signs mean. which is very useful. My favourite is pant cud, which means hidden dip.
Pant Keith, yes.
Oh, Keith, you see. Pant Keith, you see. I should be better at this. I really should be better at this after all this time. It's always a pleasure catching up with you. I will see you very soon, I hope, for a beer.
Yes.
That is what is missing from this picture, as far as we are concerned. But, mate, diolch yn fawr.
Diolch yn fawr I ti. And pob luck to you as well, which means good luck in Welsh.
There you go. Good luck.
Diolch. Can't quite get it. I'll try.
Da iawn, well done.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Now, if you're considering a move to West Wales, here's the lowdown on property prices in the region. The average cost of a detached house in Carmarthenshire currently sits at just under £236,000, but you'll pay a little more over in Ceredigion, where the figure is around £265,000. However, in the last year, this coastal county has seen some of the biggest price hikes in Wales, with one postcode rising by as much as 83%. In short, the West Wales housing market is going bananas, so I'm meeting up with local agent Theon, who's kindly agreed to fill me in.
Now, a couple of years ago, Wales was very much a buyer's market, but I get the sense that has completely flipped over.
Definitely a seller's market. Totally unprecedented, really. A lot of properties in the last few weeks, over social media, we've sold them before we've even done the particulars.
Wow.
And we're seeing bidding wars happen, you know? I mean, it's something we're not used to in West Wales.
Where are you seeing your interest come from?
People are moving here in the early 30s now. Considering going back a couple of years, we're looking early 50s, early 60s. So the trend has totally changed. They're coming to us asking, oh, we need a 3-bedroom house, but ideally have a 4th so we can have an office space. Or they're sometimes looking for a small holding with a potential, with like a barn, which could be converted into a studio, workspace. And also we're finding people are renting and taking time to look at properties in the area, and because then they're in a better position, if it came to a bidding war, they're in a more favoured position because they're ready to go. There's no chain involved.
I think that's great advice, and advice I think I may well pass on to our buyers this week.
The West Wales market might be ferocious right now, but neither Sarah and Barry, nor you for that matter, should be put off. Take a look at what else is on offer, although I can't promise it'll be around for long. Those with bigger budgets to spend could become the proud residents of this 7-bedroom detached home overlooking the Towie Valley. It has a separate 2-bed cottage, over 9 acres of land, and is on the market for £895,000. £200,000 less could still afford you a modern, spacious 6-bedroom house like this one, with spectacular panoramic views over Cardigan Bay. Or for £465,000, this striking 19th century 4-bedroom farmhouse with 4 acres of land is looking for a new owner to set down roots here. But if you just fancy a short break in the region, these octagonal eco cabins in the village of Treberfydd come with a king-size bed and a wood-fired hot tub. Prices start from £229.50 for a minimum 2-night stay. If you're still in need of encouragement to take the plunge and make the move, well, perhaps Kate Ferris can convince you. She swapped life in London's hectic commuter belt for a new life in the Welsh countryside and is now settled in the secluded splendour of rural North Wales.
You know, when you can come up here and you've got Snowdon behind you, and then you've got the sea there, just why would you want to live anywhere else? So this beach is about a 10-15 minute walk from my house, and as you can see, I have it completely to myself. I moved here about 4 years ago now as an attempt to find a slower pace of life. I wanted to start my own business and just generally slow down and not exist in that kind of rat race. What's more important is having the birdsong in your garden and the sun on your back. It is sunny in Wales sometimes. Here we have the classic Welsh standoff of human versus sheep. I help people around the world with their marketing, and I do it all from this table in an old Welsh cottage.
Well, we had an extraordinary day of property shopping here yesterday in West Wales, and with offers already in on our buyer's home in Cambridgeshire, they are clearly in a strong position to move and negotiate. But don't forget, it is still very much a seller's market, so if they do find something they like, they are going to have to move very quickly. So what have we got planned for our final day? Well, I know what you're thinking. It's Mystery House time. Well, yes, it is, but in these unprecedented times, we are tearing up the rule book to give you an escape to the country like no other, because we are heading out for more of a mystery day. Intrigued? Well, I hope Barry and Sarah are too.
We're hopping back across the border into Ceredigion and heading to the village of Llanon on the Cardigan Bay coastline. The beach here is pretty remote, and being that it's shingle and pebble with no facilities to hand, it tends to stay pretty quiet. We're stopping off to soak up a little of the tranquil atmosphere.
Wow, what a day, guys. Look at this.
Amazing.
Isn't it gorgeous?
And before we get to the grown-up business of property, I feel a little challenge coming on.
Let's get down to the water.
Right,
and we'll count the skims, OK?
OK.
OK, here we go. Here we go, right.
Oh, I was gonna...
One.
I didn't go so far.
Wow, Barry.
Oh dear.
Here we go. No pressure.
Oh, two, I got two, yeah.
Two, right. Two to beat, OK. Right then.
This is where we find out Jules is the under-21s
West Wales
skimming champion.
Oh, over the rock!
Look at that. You didn't see
it? It just went after it.
That was about 7 or 8.
What can I say? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. At least I've won something today. Let's go.
A 2-minute walk from the beach is the next property we've lined up for Sarah and Barry to view. It's not at all what they asked for, but after hearing estate agent Cleon's take on the merciless property market here, there is method in my madness.
Right, guys. Time now to get into the property meet of our final day of house hunting, and I'm going to introduce you, first of all, to this. This is not for sale.
Oh.
This is for rent.
Okay.
This is a holiday let.
Okay.
Newly refurbished, booked up until September.
Wow. It's really pretty. It's very traditional, isn't it?
You're all the way over in Cambridgeshire.
Yes.
We hope we find you a property this week, but if we don't, I think it's becoming apparent to us all that if you want to secure a property that you fall in love with, having seen it, you need to act very, very quickly. And the best way to do that is to be here.
To be here,
on the ground.
Yeah.
This high-end holiday cottage has 1 double bedroom, a good-sized twin bedroom, a luxury bathroom, and a spacious open-plan kitchen, dining and living area.
Come and feast on this.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Wow.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Look at that. Yeah.
I like it. I like the kitchen as well.
They are letting this out for about £80 a night. However, if you were looking for something longer term, 3 or 6 months, we would expect you, talking to the local agents, to be paying somewhere between £600 and £800 a month.
Okay, that's cheap.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Because at least we'll be happy while we're here.
Yeah.
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 And we can
and still
look, and we can act really quickly if we do see something. We haven't got to do the
the
journey
money's
and get
already
here.
in the bank.
Yeah.
We can just, as soon as something comes on the market, right, we'll have that.
In the current market, I think a short-term rental makes perfect sense.
That's a nice little room. Good quality carpet.
Nice and squishy. Yeah.
I presume that goes into a double.
Oh, I see. Yeah. We could live here comfortably for a while, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Just
I'd love to own something like this eventually and let it out.
Yeah, you'd be very proud to have
show
people
people
come
and say, look what we've got. Yeah.
And it's in a great spot. This is a lovely little town.
Beach, yeah.
I'm delighted at how receptive both Barry and Sarah are to the idea of renting something short or indeed medium term while their search continues. Hopefully, of course, they'll buy one of our properties, but at least they're considering an option like this. And let's be honest, if you were house hunting down here, who wouldn't want to stay in a cottage like this?
Oh, this is beautiful.
It's got a dragon. Right, OK, so we have to pull this cord. This property has kind of given us two trains of thought. Either we could come and rent something like this ourselves as a temporary base while we're looking for something in this part of Wales.
But it's also given us an idea of how we'd want our property to look once we've got the property ready to let. We know kind of the look we'd be going for.
There we are. So another, I hope, useful stop on our property shopping journey this week. But now then,
Yeah.
the final moment.
OK.
The mystery house
OK.
or mystery option?
Mystery option.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see what we've got for you. Come on.
Okay.
Right, great.
We're heading back into Carmarthenshire, destined for the small town of Llandyssil on the banks of the River Teifi. Rather than me tell you about the town, well, let's hear from those in the know.
It's awesome living in Llandyssil. There's loads to do. We've got a great park. There's a lake that we do a lot of kayaking on. The river as well here is ideal for slalom competitions, river swimming, rafting. Anybody that moves there, we've seen quite a few actually moving in recently, and it is a friendly place. You know, it's one of those places that you walk down the street and everyone does say hi to each other, and to bring up your family, your youngsters. I've got two youngsters, and to bring those guys up in this area, it's an ideal spot.
A 10-minute walk out of Llandyssil brings us to our final viewing. It would be remiss of me to refer to it as the Mystery House, and you're about to find out why.
The wait is now over.
Okay.
I can reveal our mystery option.
Okay.
There it might be.
It's a field.
It's a field.
It is a field.
There's nothing there.
There is nothing there at the moment. However, there is a very detailed proposal, the details of which are here,
Okay.
to provide 14 brand new homes,
Okay.
which you can spec up to your own requirements.
Wasn't expecting that.
No, I know why you put it an option.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It is not yet a mystery house,
No.
but it could be.
I'm interested.
There's still nothing there.
There won't be for a while yet, I can assure you, but hopefully you'll be able to picture it once we've had a look at this.
Okay.
On this piece of land on the outskirts of the town, a local developer has secured full planning consent to build a small rural development of new homes.
Come on in. Wipe your feet.
On the way out.
Maybe. Yeah, good point. Let's see how good your imaginations are. You can see these posts currently mark out the individual plots.
Right.
And that would be the view from your new home.
That is amazing.
It's hard to imagine with nothing here what it's going to be like.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at what the architects have proposed in terms of the build.
There are 11 plots still available to buy, and each has planning for one of 3 styles of house. The plans we're showing Sarah and Barry are for one of the largest, a 3-bed dormer bungalow.
You've got a garage here and parking, and then the whole lot flows through to gorgeous family rooms with these lovely bifold doors that clearly make the best use of the views themselves.
The proposed ground floor would have a study, a double bedroom with an ensuite, a separate utility room, and a very spacious open-plan kitchen, living, dining room. Upstairs, there would be 2 further double bedrooms, one with a dressing room and a family bathroom.
I can tell you that the estimated build cost would be between about 150 to £275,000, depending on how nuts you go. Yeah.
Spectrum. Okay.
They're covering themselves there. But let's say it was £200,000.
Yeah.
Add to that the cost of purchasing the land. The largest plot of 2/3 of an acre costs £125,000, and Sarah and Barry could have a substantial detached home for £325,000, leaving enough money left over to put towards a small rental property.
So now we've sort of crunched the numbers, what do you think?
My initial thoughts here are, if you could pick up this plot and put it somewhere, keep that view, but without the neighbours, I think I would just shake your hand and write the cheque out now.
Yeah, honestly, in the long term, it's not somewhere I'd want to live.
purely because I'm already thinking 14 plots, that's 13 neighbours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's not something we're looking for.
For a total spend very comfortably below their budget, the mystery option could deliver a newly built 3-bedroom chalet bungalow on a plot of around 2/3 of an acre. The location may not be right for Sarah and Barry, however, the idea of creating their own home isn't totally beyond the realms of possibility.
It's now thrown in the idea of, well, could we build our own forever home
On a plot.
somewhere else?
But that's great, because we've brokered an idea that none of us were expecting perhaps at the beginning of this search. I've thrown it in at the 11th hour, but I'm glad I have, because I think that's a really interesting
It's
perspective from you.
a definite consideration.
Come on, I'm going to give you time
Okay.
to mull it over more.
Taking a breather from property, I'm meeting up with an old friend of Escape, honey farmer and bee devotee, Sam Cooper. I first met Sam back in 2013 when he gave me a beekeeping masterclass. Since then, the plight of the honeybee has been well documented, but Sam's bees are thriving, and so is business. Sam uses some of the honey produced on the farm to make mead, thought to be one of the oldest alcoholic drinks in the world.
Oh, look at this. Looks very high-tech, Sam. So what's in here?
This is full of honey mead. It's been in here a couple of years now.
Has it?
Yeah?
So there it is, after 2 years,
Yep.
getting a bit of air for the first time. Wow, you can really smell it, can't you? It's very sweet.
Here at Arvormel Meadery, the fermented honey is mixed with water to produce the mead. And with the rise in popularity of craft and small batch alcohol, this ancient beverage is making a remarkable comeback.
I'm joining the mead revolution.
Nervous moment.
Oh, the honey's amazing in that.
This versatile drink is, Sam tells me, also brilliant to cook with, so I'm off to meet Ludo Dumagar, acclaimed head chef at the Harbour Master Hotel in Aberaeron. He's using some of Sam's mead to make my lunch.
So what are you cooking for us today?
I'm doing chicken that I brined in mead.
Yep.
So I put it overnight in salty mead, and I'm glazing it with honey, and I'm spraying it with another mead. It's just caveman food. I'm not really cooking, I'm just heating things up, you know? Because we've got good produce all around. Don't mess about with it.
So you're not surprised by the revival in our interest in mead?
No, absolutely not. With everything happening in the world, it makes total sense to go back to our roots. It's so romantic, it's a romantic idea, but it's simple.
I'm welling up. Stop right there. I'm getting emotional.
I'm feeling the same, just talking about it.
Now, you have come some distance. What brought you to Wales in the first place?
I wanted to learn English in Wales. I did 3 years in North Wales to travel the world. Fell in love with the nation. I'm from Brittany in France.
Yep.
And Wales is the same. Nice people, nice weather, you know. The grass is green because we've got a fair bit of rain, but when it's sunny, it's sunny. We've got good coastline, good countryside, good hillside. You don't want to leave.
Have you learned to speak Welsh yourself?
Adwyn, shall I come right to Medbar? Yes,
That's pretty impressive.
I've got an 11-year-old daughter who goes to Welsh school.
Yeah.
So it's important to get into the culture for her sake.
Yeah.
Ludo's making a mayonnaise using some of Sam's wildflower honey, locally produced cider vinegar, and wild garlic oil.
The smell of this is unbelievable.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah. There's something about watching a real chef plate up food. It's an art form.
You're very sweet to say so.
He's serving his mead-marinated barbecue chicken with char-grilled broccoli, roasted tomatoes and potatoes, and that wildflower honey mayo.
Oh, Ludo, that is absolutely stunning.
That's a feast for family. Taste that.
Wow.
And tell me what you think.
Voila. Now, I'm going to go for the char grill bit, because this is where all the meat
That's
is on
where
the
the
chicken.
flavour is. Tell me, it's yeah? We outside.
That is amazing. Genuinely amazing.
And I didn't do anything.
Ludo, you have given me a real treat this week.
Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much.
I might be here sometime. Well, what an exciting week this has been. An escape to the country, in my experience, like no other. We have given both Barry and Sarah such a huge range of options. I'm beginning to wonder if even they can make sense of what the future holds for them. But make sense of it they must. So let's find out what's in store. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Slightly anxious hello, but I don't think an anxious week. It's been really exciting,
Yeah,
isn't it?
It's been amazing, yeah.
What are you going to do?
I have no idea.
We still don't know.
You've done our editing completely
Yeah.
this week.
Keys in either hand. Property 1, property 2. In 3 seconds, choose.
Number 1.
There you go.
We love that property.
We
don't
loved the property.
Yeah.
The only thing that didn't quite tick a box
Yeah.
was the amount, or not so much the amount of land, but
The
it was-
layout.
it was like that.
But we then also brokered the possibility of coming here to be on the spot, to react as quickly as possible. Let's be honest, at rates between £600 and £800 a month,
Yeah.
say, over 6 months.
That was a lovely option, wasn't it? Because we could feel very pressured to move, make a decision, and then it's the wrong decision.
If we're already here,
Yeah.
then we can take our time,
Yeah.
and when the right thing comes, good to go. You may not have sold us a house, but you've sold Wales to us beautifully, so
Yeah.
congratulations for that.
Thank you.
That is the perfect ending. Well done.
Thank you.
Diolch.
Yeah, diolch yn fawr.
Diolch.
Well, sadly this week, Barry and Sarah aren't walking home with any of the keys to the properties we showed them jangling in their pockets. But if they do decide to rent here before buying, they will be investing in that most precious of commodities, time. Time to make sense of the frantic property market, time to figure out exactly where they want to be, and importantly, time to immerse themselves in this region and begin an intense love affair, one which, take it from me, once it gets a hold of you, will never let go. I'll see you next time.
Since I left Sarah and Barry, they've returned to Wales for several property viewings, but haven't yet found what they're after. However, they have taken our advice and decided to rent in the region whilst their search continues. If you would also like to escape to the country in Wales, England, Scotland or Northern Ireland and need our help, why not apply online at bbc.co.uk/take part.